After getting on a call with 18 strangers on the internet today to describe my article experience about how I got a secondment to Africa, getting into Goldman Sachs, or my experience in journal, I decided to put this in a video. Hi, I am Vaibhav Kant, pursuing Chartered Accountancy. I completed my articleship last month and was supposed to sit for CA final exam this May 2020, but unfortunately this pandemic happened and things didn't go as planned. So my exams got cancelled and I took some time off to myself and decided to record this video for you guys, sharing my articleship journey so far and things I learned along the way. This has been really an eye-opening journey so far. On one hand, there were days when I felt like I'm on the right track and doing exactly what I should be doing, as I got my hands on some interesting projects, got to travel and learn from some incredible people in the industry. But at the same time, I felt like I just do not have the emotional maturity, was facing some constant stress. Honestly, I really struggle to find the balance to control myself or letting things go in their own pace, and I certainly hope that you guys have more things figured out than I do. I started my articleship in a firm called AKM Global with their Gurgaon office. Initially, I joined with their compliance team and then later on shifted to transfer pricing department. Not that I was self-aware of the fact that I wanted to do TP for the rest of my life, but because I wanted to explore that field and know what it has to offer me. I did a lot of industry analysis, benchmarking, and helped my senior partners in litigation and representing the client. During the articleship, work on as many diverse projects that you can. It'll really widen your perspective. It turned out to be a great decision for me. Transfer pricing helped me to understand about different industries, getting to understand the complex cross-border transaction and how they are structured across different countries. That was a part I was really intrigued by. Also, I like the dynamic nature of litigations, as every time there would be a new element to the case which you would have unheard of, and try to get into its root. Further, working with experienced team, you tend to notice a perspective of your team members which would be radically different sometimes, and that was the type of work I strived for, because that's where learning happens. So here's the thing, before working on some new project, I would suggest you to set up a time with your manager and ask their expectations. While they may assume that you know the nitty-gritties, don't get afraid to ask your silliest doubt on every part of the work that you have been assigned, so that you and your manager are on the same page and you not end up delivering the unfathomed work. So do ask for your feedback time to time and see if you have some things to level up. Mind you, these relationships would be really important in your career, as I'm still in contact with almost everyone. So be polite and be generous to everyone you meet in your office. While not every time you will be given interesting projects and things will turn monotonous for sure, I remember confronting this with my manager about the monotonous work, and they told me it's like the 80-20 Pareto rule, wherein you get to do the 80% of the monotonous work, show them you are really trustworthy, reliable, and get to work on the 20% interesting project. One of the interesting projects for me was going to East Africa for a secondment. I was supposed to help a leading accounting firm present there to set up their transfer pricing team, as transfer pricing regulation just got published there. I worked with their managing partner to set up a structure of a team. It gave me a level of accountability which I was not used to, which made me step out of my comfort zone, as accountability is directly proportional to the quality of work you deliver. I decided to pursue industrial training early in my articleship and almost applied to every company I could. I converted some and got rejected from others. When I got selected into Goldman Sachs, it was certainly a day to cherish. I worked on their risk management team in Goldman Sachs. Unfortunately, I cannot share much of the details of my work done at Goldman Sachs. Since it was my last year of training, here's how my day-to-day routine looked like and how I used to manage things. I used to wake up at 5:30, take my pre-workout, head to the office gym. After a nice workout, I used to have a breakfast with my friends at the cafeteria. We generally used to study for 3 to 4 hours. I used to start my work around 11 in the morning till I get done. Honestly, there were no decided hours to leave the office, but I used to get done with my work usually late in the evening. That is around 8:39ish. I used to get another hour of study if I was left with some energy, else I would get back to home to crash and prepare for the next day. At night, I used to make a to-do list of work and study goals for the next day, so I do not end up spoiling any part of work or studies. For studies, I used to track my studies on an Excel sheet. Though it may sound too rigid of a schedule, I used to have fun weekends wherein I used to do theatre, go play badminton with my friends, or generally hang out, go to some cafes, get some time for myself to read. Articleship will give you a career, but your interest will give you a personality. Yeah. So that was it. I hope it helps some of you, or you may be interested in some of the particular things that I mentioned. I would suggest you to message me or email. We can definitely talk in detail. Alright, I'm gonna end this here. Thank you.